Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to go through modeling, polygonal modeling in Maya 2022. We're going to model this living room with this desk, couch, TV, and it's all done with polygonal modeling. That means starting off with these primitive objects, but mostly the cube. We're going to start off with this couch. And for the most part, this couch is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes. This table is 1 cube. This table is 1 cube. And in fact, this table was made from this. And then this table was made from that. And then this table was made from that. And the chair was made from that. So it's all 1 cube. The room was made with 1 plane. The picture on the wall is 1 cube, the TV is 1 cube, and on and on and on. In fact, we have all of them cubes except for the cup is a cylinder, the trash can is a cylinder, the pen is a cylinder, and the buttons on the remote are cylinders. And so let's go ahead and get started, guys. Modeling, if you're barely getting started with 3D modeling, it's a good thing to look at things in their basic shape. For example, this table, all it is a cube with 4 cubes holding it up. If I have no modeling experience, I could just make a cube and size it. Size it to the width that I want, size it to the length that I want, and I've got the top of my table. There it is. It's just a cube. And then put 4 more cubes for the legs, and bam, I have a table. But what we're going to do is grab this cube, add some subdivisions, and then extrude the legs. So we'll be modeling just a simple cube, a simple 3D cube, with adding geometry, adding subdivisions with the insert edge loop tool and with the subdivisions, and then extruding. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. I'm going to create a new file, new scene. Don't save this one. Before we start anything, let's go and check out our preferences in the Windows menu, settings and preferences, and let's change this. Go to the settings. We're going to change this from centimeters to meters. You see our grid kind of jumped up, and now we're seeing each one of these squares is a meter. So if I click on the plane, and I can go ahead and R to scale and size this up. We're going to size it to about 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4. 4 meters by 4 meters, which is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 meters by 4 meters. Next thing, the whole thing, what I'd like to do is extrude. So right click and hold and go to face mode. Select all the faces and W to move, hold down the shift, and then we're going to extrude. That would be the floor. And then we're going to extrude these. Just check this out, guys. I'm going to hold down the tab. I have the selection tool, and I'm going to hold down the tab so that I can select all these rows. This row of polygons, oops. Just deselect those. That's it. These two rows, and we're going to extrude in the front view. I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to hit W to move, hold down the shift, and then I am going to extrude up. That's 6 feet, about 8 feet, right there. 1.5. Maybe a little bit more. Closer to 9, right there. And now what I'd like to do is make these walls a little thinner, and I'm gonna do that here in the front view. Go to vertex mode, select this set of vertices, and you can see that it's the whole row. Here in the perspective, it's the entire row. And then I'm just going to move it and make that wall a little bit thinner. Go to my side view, hit A to fit all, and then grab this whole row, boom, all that row, and then push it out to make it a little bit thinner. I can hit A right here, F to fit, F to fit. Now, to add the window, what I'd like to do to this room, there is no geometry. I've only got these long polygons, and what I need to do is divide and add an edge loop right here. In other words, cut this whole wall. So I am going to go to my mesh tools, insert edge loop. We have to be careful with this because once you have, nothing happens. You have to click. But once you have that tool selected, you can click on any edge, as you can see, and I can insert an edge loop right there for the window, and then insert another one right about there. And that's it. That's all it is, but you have to remember to deselect that tool by selecting the select. And so go back to face mode, and I am going to select 1, 2, 3, and delete those faces so we can have a window. But you can see that we're looking at the back faces of those polygons. So why don't we select those two, 1, 2, 3, and delete those. There they are. The only thing is, again, you can see the inside of the wall. Well, that's not really cool. And so what I'd like to do is go to edge mode, right click and hold, go to edge mode. You can also go to the edge mode here in the modeling toolkit. This is face, edges, and vertices. So go to edge mode, double click on this edge to select the entire opening. Shift double click on this edge to select that one. And then I'd like to go to edit mesh and bridge. So bridge will bridge two edges together with a polygon. Bridge, boom, there it is. So now it's closed. You can see that that looks black, but if I rotate, you can see that there's an actual polygon. It's just in the shaded area. So we've got our room. Not a big deal. We've got a room, and we've got it more or less to scale. It's about 4 meters by about 2 meters. And so let's go ahead and model the couch. Again, the couch is just a box. It's just a box, guys. I am going to bring it up, W to move, and R to scale. Scale it in, push it in, and then maybe push it out. Couch size. There it is. There's my couch. Now, if you remember, the one I showed you at the beginning had several sections. We could still do that. It is still a cube. If we go to the attribute editor, go to the third tab, that one that says polycube, and you will see the subdivisions. We can surely add more subdivisions. I'm going to add 3 along the X and 3 along the Z. Right, there we go. And if you can see that, guys, now I see there's my legs. Just for demonstration purposes, when I extrude these legs, there's my legs. But I'm going to do them on the underside. So before I do that, you can see that these legs are huge, and that's not what I want. Let's move these subdivisions so that I can get the size of the leg that I want. So let's go to vertex mode. And what I'd like to do is go to the front view. I'm going to hit F to fit in view, to move them out this way and this way simultaneously. I could do, grab these and then move them, and then grab these and then move them, but then it wouldn't be accurate. So what I'd like to do is a little trick and grab them both. You can see the tool is right in the center, hit R. R for the scale tool, and when you scale vertices, you can't scale a vertex. So when you scale a vertex, it just pushes them away or towards the center. So in this case, I'm going to push them away. If I was to do it proportionately, you could see what's happening. It's scaling those vertices, but I'm just going to do it in the Z axis. And that's about what the size of my legs I want. Again, I could do this in the, I'm going to hit F. In the side view, I'm going to grab these vertices and then push them out to about there. Now I have my legs. I am going to go to the perspective. I am going to hide my room. I'm going to select my room, go to object mode, select it, and then hit H to hide. H. Grab this one, hit F to fit. Go to the face mode right there. Click that face, that face, that face, and that face. And quickly go to the front view, W to move, hold down the shift, and extrude them down. Now I've got 4 legs. I don't want those bulky legs, but before I start modeling it, before I start modifying it, I am going to make a copy of it because I am going to need, like I said, I am going to need another table. So I'm going to make a copy of it. When it's in object mode, when I hit shift, it doesn't extrude, it clones it. Boom, there it is. And then I'm going to hide it. Hide. Continue working on this couch. I want those tapered fancy legs that are on the couch, not these bulky legs. And so I'm going to go to vertex mode and I'm going to select all 4 of these. And you only see 2, but it's actually 8. There they are. 4 on each side. That's 8. You can see that if I click here, I select all those 4. And then these 4, 8. And I am going to do that same trick and I am going to scale. Hit R to scale. And then just size them in like this. Right about there. And do the same thing on the side view. And then scale them out. Before you know it, they start looking like cool legs. Check that out. One more thing, the back. The back. Go to face mode and select, hold on the tab, select these 3, and in the side view, let's extrude. Wait a minute, I think I might have, yep, I still have those selected. The reason I know that they were selected, where is my center point, my tool? It shouldn't be there. And so I'm gonna deselect everything. And then now I'm going to select the top ones. And see where my center point is? Right in the center of the selected items. I knew there was something wrong when it was over here because I had the leg selected. So having this selected, let's go ahead and hit shift to extrude. I'm going to extrude straight up, or I'm going to extrude at an angle. And then R to scale, and I'm just going to scale him in a little bit like that. That might have been a little too tall. And there it is, guys. We've modeled what appears to be like a bench, the base of the couch. That's all there is. It's just a box that we subdivided, moved the vertices, extruded the legs, and then extruded the back. Not a big deal. Now let's do those cushions. It is another, yes, it's another cube. I am going to make that cube about cushion size. Let's say to there. Push it out. I'm just sizing it. In order for this not to look like a cube, a cushion made out of concrete, just gonna push it out this way, push it out this way. because right now it looks hard. And so what I like to do is hit that number 3 to smooth, but then this happens. This is way, 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 way too smooth. So what I'd like to do is hit number 1 again and add. Let's see if that option is still available. Go to object mode, polycube 2, let's add 3, maybe even 4. 4 on the X, 4 on the Z, and then we'll add 2 on the Y. So now when we hit 3 to smooth, now you get that nice rounded off cushion like. Let's just go ahead and size it up. I'm going to size it up a bit and clone it. Right to there. I'm going to size them both. Just move them into place. And for the top, for the back, I'm just going to clone one of them. Clone it, hold down the shift, clone it, and then rotate it. I'm going to do this in the side view. E to rotate, R to scale, W to move. Again, E to rotate, W to move, and R to scale. I'll make this one a little bit tiny, little bit more thinner. There it is. And then these two are to scale. I'm going to make them a little bit puffier, right about there. And there's my couch. I just need to go ahead and hit W, shift to clone this. And there we go. We've got a couch, guys. The only other thing that I am going to do is I am going to maybe bevel this couch so that the edges don't seem so harsh. So let's go ahead and get that done. I'm going to hide this. And then I'm going to select this, go to edge mode. Select this, double click, double click, double click, double click, double click, and maybe this, double click on this one, I think that's it. I am going to bevel this. Here's the bevel tool, but up here, here's a bevel tool. So either one, boom, there it is. You get the bevel tool here, the bevel tool options. The fraction is how big the bevel you want. I think I'm just going to make it very, very, very tiny. 0.1. And then that's it. Deselect that. Let's bring back everything. Under display, show all. There's everything. There's the couch. Let's go ahead and make this couch. Let's combine it into one object. So we cannot use the combined option under mesh combine because we've got some, see what happened? We've got some smooth items and some items that are not smooth. So I'm going to undo that. And what I'm going to do is I am going to group them. Command G to group. But what happens is, let's open up the outliner. It creates a group node. And this group is going to be my couch. But when I select it, I'm going to hit W to move. And you'll see that my pivot point is at the 0, 0, 0 in the world. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and move that pivot point. Hold down the D. D as in dog. D, and then move that pivot point up so we can we can move this. So now that that pivot point, all I need to do is select the couch, number 4 for wireframe, bring it down to the floor, and then bring it back up against the wall here. And in the top view, hit A for fit all. I'm going to move it over towards the wall. And that's where the couch goes. There's the couch. Not a big deal. In fact, like if I want to bring it, I can't just click on it. I have to click on the group, then bring it over a little bit. I can also make it larger, just a tiny bit. That couch is looking a little small. And there it is. Hey guys, so that is the couch modeled. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to get the laptop and the coffee cup done. And so if you like the video, guys, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you, guys.